So, hello and welcome back to the Democratic Saga. This is stream number 3 out of 3, maybe? 4? We're not sure. We could finish the game today if the difficulty is on our side, I guess you could say.
Trick yourself into refighting the same mission 5 times.
Yeah, that would definitely help. Wait, which one were we at? 16, 20, 16. This one. So let's take stock of our group here. We have a bit of injury. Ivor's hurt. Rook is still recovering. How's Echo doing? My favorite friendly guy. He's got 2 out of 5 kills for the next level, and we have 0 renown. I think that's my big concern right now is renown. We have levels, but if we don't have renown, we can't promote, so we're going to be under-leveled. And yeah, it's an optimistic estimate to say that I could finish today.
Caravan has also managed to accumulate like a full bench worth of spare characters,
Yeah,
so people
we
getting
have
injured in
options.
fights is not as big a deal.
No, we have a bunch of level 2 characters. There's also Alette. Alette's always an option. She's a really good character. I think we'll figure it out. How much supply? 9 days. Not great. All right, 1 day. And we're off. So, last time we saw a mountain fall apart. And we saw something emerge from the mountain that we didn't really get a very good look at. And now we're running from that. We're running to the Varl city of Einartoft. A scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches of blue model her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Start the ball. Even just carrying her along could kill her in a state like this, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out another. So, how do we handle a girl half frozen in the snow? Looks like people want to stop and look for survivors. Alright, looked like that one is pretty decided. And yeah, I think you do need the exclamation point. That is important. It's an exclamation point and the number. If you've already voted, though, it probably won't work. 1 hour, you shout. Look for any other survivors. Healers, do what you can. A fire flares to life as you follow the scout's lead. Your search is fruitless and you return to a fully settled camp. The healers still fuss with the girl's blankets, but it looks hopeful that she'll pull through. The next day, you set out again. Alright, so we used a day, but we're heading up on a settlement here. Maybe they've got a market that we can spend our 0 renown at? I just remembered. Crud. Ivor tells you, we can't stay here long. It will take 3 straight days to cross Burra Pass, so stock up. There's no stopping once we leave. He takes off to speak with the other Varl about setting up defenses. Yeah, that's a problem. We may not be able to stock up. Dad, says Alette, appearing at your side. I like to hold Ivor. Somewhere in the back of your mind you feel the same way. You focus on preparations instead, realizing that you may be one of the first humans about to set foot in Einartoft.
Yes, that was another character beat that we had near the end of the last session. That apparently Ivor is some sort of famed and renowned fellow among the Varl who's just been
Yup.
like in retirement for a while. Like
He
he wanted
has a
off to be
lot
a
of
weird
pull,
hermit.
and we don't know why, and he won't tell us.
He is important and famous.
Hmm. I gotta look at this stuff even though I can't use it. God, 2 strength. For a level 3 trinket that just gives you 2 strength, that looks excellent. Looks great. That would be so good on an archer. They would be devastating. Also, yeah, we can't sell supplies, unfortunately. Let's look at our map. Let's see where Einartoft is. Because we were going to go to Grafheim, and then we met Fasolt and company, who told us, yeah, Grafheim's gone. Don't go there. It's on fire. Only fire lives there now. So we're heading down here. The home of the first Varl king Einar, who carved his empire into the crook of the Bradabeck and Wormscale mountains. The Varl fortress hewn into the rock itself eclipses all but the greater accomplishments in the north. Not a place humans really pass through. They're kind of not allowed. Well, we have 3 days worth of supplies, so... Looks like we're gonna be roughing it, as long as we can.
We approach a city that only Varl have seen, and cross a bridge that only Varl could build. Let us hope that we are the only unwelcome visitors to pass.
Oh, when they said 3 days, I think they meant the bridge. So, to get to Einartoft, you have to cross this massive bridge that the Varl built. I don't think you can camp on the bridge. There's no option on top of the screen. That's where the button usually is. A lot of Varl gathering here because it's one of the few safe places left, and it's where their king is, so they're kind of just rallying around him. Oh, my chat's got off here. There we go. There's a lot of dredge heading here, and they're kind of mad about that whole war thing that happened a few times. This place will become a killing field soon. They
We
say
presume they're mad. It's really unclear what, if anything, they feel.
Yeah. The Prince of Men is here. They've got a mender, too. So, the groups are meeting here. This is the place. Prince Luden is here? Yes, that guy. Remember the last time you were here, Yingvar? 500 years ago or so, or whatever? And he's like, please don't call me that. That's not my name. You're shown to quarters, but could wander the city while you wait for an audience. You feel like you could sleep for a week straight. You probably could. We don't have enough supplies, though. Oh, God, we have 2 days of supplies. Shit, this is gonna be a problem, isn't it? Well,
We'll have to hit the streets and do some crimes.
yeah, we need some We need supplies if we're gonna make it. Only thing we can do right now is rest. So that's 1 day of supplies. As you settle in, you receive word to come to the Great Hall the next morning. Ivor suggests not speaking unless addressed, and even then, keep it short. In your dreams that night, you see Varl kings fighting with dredge lords. An ominous feeling lingers as you prepare to enter the Great Hall. Alright. Let's go meet with the big boys. Look, everyone's here. So here he is. The big Varl. The biggest Varl. In the light, you spy deep wounds on the Varl King. Yeah, Gunnulf is not there. Gunnulf was definitely not in that group. So that's a new word, the Sunder. A few thousand Varl remain. And someone named Bellower. King is pretty set on making a stand here in this city. And he's actually sending some of his best people away. Now to me, I'm no strategist, but that sounds like he doesn't plan on surviving. Hakon does not want to leave, understandably, but... A messenger bursts through the doors, cutting the tension. He says a stone singer has been cutting a path across the bridge. Ivan keeps suggesting, hey, let's bring down the bridge. The king does not want to destroy the bridge. Hakon, you go to Aberrang. Ivan, do not touch the bridge. Okay. Ivan just goes, fine, I'll go kill the thing myself then. The mender walks past great companies of Varl on the way to the bridge. A tall, thin creature stands there, 2 black spears over its shoulders, ringed by dredge. The Varl have backed away in fear. Ivan stops before the stilt-legged figure. Suddenly, Ivor is beside you. So, what do we do? Are we gonna go help Ivan? Or are we gonna watch him? Hey, Skippy, how you doing? Long time no see. We want to know what that thing is. It's true, we have not heard Stone Singer yet. We don't know even what that might be. Yeah, that sounds about right. What is that thing? A stone singer, mutters Ivor. As close as the dredge come to menders of their own. I've only seen one before. It didn't go well. Alright. Did we watch? Did we suggest to intervene?
Wizard.
Yeah, they have wizards. The dredge are... They know the mysteries. Looks like we want to intervene. I don't blame you. It seems... We don't really know anything about Ivan, if he can handle this or not. You expect Ivor to refuse, and instead he locks eyes with you. Listen to me, Rook, he says. You will probably die here, and so will everyone else who steps on that bridge. Look at your daughter. Are you prepared for that? Your final chance to avoid this potential fight. Looks like we want to do this. Alright. So, they took away about 4 days worth of supplies, so I'm assuming that Ivor is down to like -2. Rook should be fine. So... Oh, did I not? I didn't... I don't think I did the thing... No, I did do the thing right. Never mind. It's 1. We are doing this. Absolutely. I won't stop you, says Ivor. Fight like it's your last. You're not sure what to expect, but you draw your axe and soon find yourself standing behind Ivan on the bridge, wondering if you made the right decision. Oh no, Ivor's still got 4 days. Ivor is required. Thanks, game. You could have at least given me the days of supplies in Ivan's level 5. He is at maximum level. We can promote him as we wish.
So what's his move?
That's a good question. He's got 2 moves. One is called Arc Lightning. It goes to enemies that are diagonal from each other. And it can do up to 4 strength damage. So, diagonals are how this works. It's very useful when enemies are set up for it. His other ability? Mend. He can restore armor. The amount of armor restored is half of the Mender's current willpower, rounded up. So if he's got 6 willpower, he can restore 3 armor, and more if he spends extra willpower. So let's see.
So he has a reason to just keep will in reserve.
Yep. And you know what? This guy, I don't think he really needs armor break because he's not going to be breaking people's armor. He's going to be hanging out in the back.
Of that.
Yeah. We want him to have exertion, I guess, because you never know. He might need to, you know, poke somebody. That's right. He's got this. We can give him the Shapersky Stone. He'll get more aggro, but he'll also just resist 2 strength by default. Or we could just give him some extra armor. I think I might do that. Or don't we have a thing that's like +2 will per kill? No, I guess we don't. Let's give him 2 extra... 2 extra armor or 2 strength resist. His strength doesn't really matter is the thing. I wish I could get Ivor to 5. I would give him that stone. No, let's give him the armor. Gil, what have you got besides 17 kills? God damn, you're good. Yeah, I think this party is good for this. Also, thanks for the follow. Yeah, we got Ekil. We got Gil and Ekil. We got Team Shield X. Then we have 2 archers and we have a wizard now. Ivor's going to be at 9
Ivor
strength.
a bit in the initiative order, just because the fact that he's not going in with full power means you'd rather.
Depends on
He has
what...
to kind of already be in mid-game mode as far as how you approach positioning him and so forth.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Who is... Oops. Who has a trinket that they're not using? You know what? Yeah, you. Let's see. Oddleaf has the -2 aggro. Gil has the break. So you know what? Ivor can go 3rd in front of the archers so he can cover them maybe. He's going to be a wall. He's not going to be really on offensive duty so much. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 targets. There he is, Stone Singer. He's got some abilities. He's got some interesting abilities, and we don't want him to live very long, if we can help it. We've also got a shield man, a strength man, and a shield man. Yeah, this is gonna be a tricky fight. I am pretty certain.
And a couple of slingers in the back.
Yeah, and they
Whether
also got
that's
slingers. Yeah, I don't want this guy to sneak around me and hit Rook or something. Alright, Gil, you're up. Alright, Gil, you're gonna turtle up. Ah. He's casting one of his spells. I'm not sure which one, but we'll find out. Ekkel's armor break is only 2. He does have 12 armor, though. And yeah, those guys have a weird dual spear tuning fork that's kind of interesting. Shit. There goes my armor. And my break, and my formation. He kind of screwed up all of those. That was a good move on his part, huh? Let's start hitting his armor.
But yeah, just notice that for the background here, we have just an entire other battle that's happening in the other lane.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing's happening over here. There's a lot of dredge on this bridge. Okay, so I can probably... That guy's going... When is this guy going? He's going after Ekil's turn, but also after Gil's turn, but we're not going to be moving forward that fast. You know, it's real unfortunate that the Stone Singer has ran away, because getting to him is going to be a problem. Let's do this. I think if I trap over here, I'll be able to nab him on his next turn. If I position it right, of course. Ivor still has all his armor. That's weird. There's not really a good opportunity for this ability right now. At least not here. If I could get up there, I would get a couple hits. I would get 3 hits. It only works on exact diagonals. That includes... That's regardless of the size of the unit. So, if I were to hit this guy, I would also hit this one, and this one. Because it's a perfect line. Stone Singer would be exempt. Alright, Ivan, I guess you're just gonna hang around for a sec, because this battle is all about positioning. That's right, Gil has the insane armor break. How could I have forgotten?
Finish breaking this guy while he's isolated.
Yeah. Come on, hit it. No, he did not run into it, sadly. Oh yeah, there's Hakon. Nice. Oh, wow. That's what his ability does. He just gave his entire team 3 strength. Oh boy.
In exchange for some armor.
In exchange for 2 armor. This could be really dangerous right now. Gonna have to be very careful. Here, have 12 attack.
Yeah, you should maybe try to put some... You should take the blood out of these stones.
Oh yeah, no, these guys are way too strong. They cannot be allowed to be this strong. He's fine. He's not gonna hurt anybody.
Although, like, right away, that makes that a very interestingly designed spell that just fits real good into the systems as they stand.
Yeah.
Just, okay, here's my blood buff. Set things up so that we're gonna hit you real hard unless you do something right now.
They just hit Ekil for 5. Alright. Eat lightning. 4 strength. Nice. Yeah, we have to hurt these men. God, the Farthing Yord is so good. That's the trinket that Gil has that's letting him do these insane armor break moves. Who's moving? Okay, Ekil. Who doesn't have enough... Well... Let's see how this would work. That's a few strength, but not nearly enough, so Ekil's dead. Yeah, this fight is about as hard as I remember. Shit, this guy is going next. Oh, wait a minute. Just gonna slowly advance forward and try to not get hit so many times. But it's really difficult.
Archers should probably try to take the edge off the slingers.
Yeah, but the problem is I can't get close enough. I can, however, put a trap that this guy will probably run into. Okay, there's 3 damage. And he put himself into a diagonal. So, guess what? Another 4 and 5. That's a really good hit. 9 damage spread out across the enemies. Hey, Mr. Stonesinger, how are you? I've got an axe for you. And 1 willpower, because why not? Also, hey, how about this? Yeah. Not bad for a guy with 2 health, huh? Who's going next? This guy? You need to hurt a bit more. Keep getting knocked back across this bridge. Another down. Stonesinger is trying to do a thing again, but I don't know if I'm gonna let him do it this time.
He's down to 3 armor. You're in a really good position to finish him off.
Also, yeah, I can... Ivan still has 3 willpower, so yeah. Leaf is out of willpower, unfortunately. Oh wait, this guy's going next, so I just have to predict where he's gonna go. And I can stop his attack. You know what? He's gonna go after Ivan. Why wouldn't he? Yeah. Called it. Of course he'd go after the wizard. Oh, I think this is just close enough. Yeah, good. There it is. With the last of my willpower. Very nice. And that stopped him from casting a spell, too. That interrupted him.
Are you sure? He's still wiggling.
Oh, never mind. He started wiggling again. Yeah. Mark. Even though I'll only get 2 hits on him, it's still worth it. Shit! He did it again. He did the move. This is going to get extremely ugly now. I don't know if I can win this. The insane amount of strength these guys have. Ivan is out of willpower. This is not good. We're in trouble. Everyone's out of willpower. Well, actually, Ivan can still fight here. Yeah, we are now just hitting each other as hard as we can. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, you try to do that. Now, if you're new to this game, just as a reminder, damage is based off your strength, that's the red number, and your damage reduction is based off the blue number, that's your armor. Here you go, Ivan, have a kill. You don't need kills because you're at max level, but whatever. Gil is not taking any damage. He refuses to take damage. Yeah, you know what? Just for the hell of it. Yeah, fine, you're gonna call a regular old grunt. I'll live. I think I'll make it. Only lost Rook and Ekil. It's not terrible. Assuming I can, you know, finish this like this. Oh, yeah. Ivan has not taken a single hit yet. Let's give him a light zapping. Alright, Gil will go down. Fine. Never mind. He's good. Unstoppable. Praise Gil. I was hoping that would happen again, and it did. Gil is just unstoppable. Oddly, finish this, please. 2 injuries is more than enough for this fight. Stone Singers. They can be a problem. Wizard Golems. That's 11 renown, probably could have spent all on food. The Stone Singer falls hard. A howl like a hurricane sweeps across the bridge. The dredge part like a black sea. From their depths steps a crimson behemoth, and a wave of sheer terror hits you like you've never felt before. Bellower. Get the mender out of here, Ivor hisses, and run. Your legs move almost with a will of their own, though you can't pull yourself away from watching what happens next. Hello, large dredge. The strongest dredge.
Very, very large dredge.
The description right away just says he seems practically unkillable. Also, we're injured. That's a good question, Ivor. What were you thinking? What's his range? It's huge, that's what it is. Let's see what happens when I back away just a tiny bit. I will annoy you to death, Bellower. Oh, no. No, this isn't going so well. Ah! Well then. Ivor writhes in agony, his arm torn clean off by Bellower's onslaught. The Sunder raises his weapon for the killing blow. Sunder, face me, screams an uncertain Ivan, stepping back onto the bridge, raising his staff high. Even from here, you can see his arm trembling. You'll feel practically frozen in place watching. Oh. Well then. Ivan recoils in terror from the massive serpent that has appeared in the distance, and even Bellower backs away. It leans in close to inspect the two armies, flicks its great tongue, and then indifferently lurches over the mountainside and out of sight. The dredge are a knot of confusion. Some cower, others crouch in what looks like worship. Hakon shouts orders above the din. Varl rush forward, bowling over surprised dredge, gaining ground. Bellower has receded back into the horde. Jorundr watches from atop the stairs. Hurry, says Ivan, pulling at your arm, snapping you out of the moment. You rush to Ivor, laying on the ground amidst the fighting, still breathing despite a missing arm, and drag him back into the city. All sorts of enemies converging on us. We have a lot of things to worry about now. We also only have 1 day of food. Let's see if I can go to the market and get some. We can afford.
I killed the wizard. Won his lunch.
God, I want this ring so bad. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take this ring and keep the 4 days of food. 2 strength is awesome. Also, that's also good. Protection from death unless strength is 1. That would be good for certain characters. 2 armor per turn would also be great. But I kind of want the extra strength. Alright, back to 0. Now we are poor again. Ivan, trying to do his thing. Trying to do the thing that wizards do. Nearly 3 hours pass silently as Ivan plies his trade. Flesh slowly forms and closes across Ivor's torn frame. That's as much as I can do. The mender looks exhausted, leaning heavily against the bed. When was the last time you slept? Couple days ago. Before you catch him, the mender crumbles to the floor. Chapter 5. This place might look a little familiar. This is the fort that I got stuck at last stream. This is Ridgehorn. Although we're not really at Ridgehorn, as you'll see in a moment. Your sight swims as if underwater. Memories fly away like startled ravens before you can capture them. With great effort, you remember who you are, Juno. You also realize that a monumental serpent is speaking to you now. Your last certainty was that you died some time ago, and that it is about to happen again. Frustrating. Hey, thanks for the follow. You are slow to understand the serpent. It speaks in a language that recalls very ancient memories of words you learned long ago. The serpent actually, being a bit cordial because he can't kill this person. Well, we do know who we are. This character is Juno. A Juno? I don't know what that is. What is your purpose? Let's tell him we're a mender. Mender. Ah, Volka. Now the picture is forming. The serpent is trying to understand the circumstances of the universe at current. Though your memory is still fuzzy, you're certain you know nothing about an enormous serpent. What do your prophecies say? The gods gave you prophecy, fate, destiny. Is there no child coming to slay me with a magic sword? Are there no stars in the sky foretelling this disaster? Do you truly not know?
Did you manage to miss the memo about the world today?
I really like this scene where the world serpent is yelling at you saying, "How do you not know who I am?"
Did no one write down the apocalypse?
This should really be obvious. You guys should know exactly what is happening. There is a schedule.
You forgot Ragnarok, you idiots! Tiny morons!
I guess, God, like, what do we say to this thing? The gods are dead. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna leave this. Yeah, let's open this to chat because it looks like these are unique things. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take choices away from chat, but no, Jorander is the Varl King. No one has actually named this serpent. The serpent does not have a name, and that's for a reason, I think, because I call this thing World Serpent, but there's really no way to say it is. You know, it's just a big snake. Who the hell knows? That's fine. There's a lot of high fantasy names, and I'm pretty bad with them. Looks like we're going to say, please tell us. Like, really? Or we could say the gods are dead. Some people want to say that. Yeah, let's go with, I'll know if you tell me. Here's your chance to make the prophecy. You could give me the prophecy yourself. Yes, must the prophecy speak of itself then? Alright, here we go. I am the end. Do you understand? This world and this tapestry I would devour. It is my purpose. But I cannot. Instead, now comes a wall of night to consume your pitiful world. The dredge? No. It is darkness. The egg white that is turned black. I am meant to devour the tapestry itself, not idly witness the dusk smother this rock. I am incomplete.
So,
Go ahead.
from that remark back there, I suppose they clarify. This isn't some kind of like flashback to what was happening at the fort before fort incident or something. He has seen the bridge battle
Yeah.
that is unfolding.
Yeah,
and
this is
now
present.
after, elsewhere.
Yeah. Because of you. Who are you to take my destiny? What are you? The serpent is frustrated with this tiny woman. Return what is mine. The world is a little messed up. We're
The
seeing...
stupid world can't even end right.
Yeah.
You're supposed to end it and be done, and you fucked it up.
And just out of anger, he just tries to kill her again. Menders are strange people. They have powers. They have powers that the player does not understand. Ivan and Juno just talk in the void, the ether realm. Ivan doesn't even understand what's happening, and he is a wizard. Juno is super confused, really hates when she has to wake up in like magic hangover mode and doesn't know which apocalypse is happening.
There's a giant snake breathing ice at me.
Time is moving strangely. I've lost swaths of memories. The serpent said something about a long bridge. Yeah, that's where I am. It did say she died recently, and it's not really clear what that's about. We might find out more about that later. Yep, it got really mad at me, said it's supposed to destroy the world but can't, and then got mad at me again. And yeah, I do really like the whole... anything with the serpent at all is just awesome. It gets worse. It's a prophecy that no one's ever heard of, and it's all bad. Sounded like that serpent was supposed to swallow the world. Instead, some kind of darkness or nothingness is seeping from the north. It devours whatever it touches. So, the dredge, pouring out from the ground. Darkness running from darkness.
Even the unstoppable death army that we have been running from are themselves refugees from a yet larger death army.
Yep.
Or death substance.
Welcome to what I like to think of as the twist for the first game. You've been fighting these guys the entire game. You've been running from just gigantic armies of them. They're just running. They have to run. Also, they keep talking about Belor, and they refer to him as immortal. That is something they want to drill into your head. This guy cannot die. And yeah, there's probably a similar end of the world coming from the south right now, for all we know. So,
An end of days for each direction.
Yeah, God. So, Juno wants Ivan to meet her in Sigerholm. But we're kind of stuck in Einartoft right now. Olet thinks that a guy with this kind of power might actually be able to save us. There might be some sort of redemption in all this. Maybe we won't die on this bridge. So we had a couple of days. I don't know if they took away supplies from us. I'm really hoping they didn't. That would kind of suck. Ivan, really confused about a dream he just had. Really needs to go to Sigerholm. Contacted you how? Yeah, we'll explain later.
Shrug, wizard stuff.
You know, wizard things. And yeah, Ivan does say she's not like most menders. Juno is an extremely interesting character. We will discover more about her before the first game ends. Bellower has disappeared, but the Dredger's still trying to get across the bridge. Ivor still doesn't have an arm. Jorinder sent Hakon, Luden, and a couple hundred Varl away to Aberrang. Don't know how long we'll be able to hold out here. Sigerholm could be a week away. We don't even have that many supplies. Also, all these people are going to die, probably, eventually. Unless Ivan could destroy the bridge. That would force them to go the long way around. Need to understand a few things. Let's get some lore. Let's see what Ivan knows about the things that are happening. Why won't the king destroy the bridge? You could probably guess. The Varl don't reproduce. There's never going to be more Varl. There is no legacy for the Varl, except the things they leave behind.
That bridge is his son.
Yeah, it pretty much is. How could you destroy that bridge by yourself? It wasn't made to fall. It'll take time and concentration. He's gonna just basically blast it with lightning until the supports fall. That's why I need your help. And the Varl will try to stop me. It could mean holding off both the Dredge and the Varl. What do we do about Bellower? Juno might be able to stop him. And Alet's like, yeah, if we leave, then other Varl will die, and that'll be our head start. What a great way to go. No, seriously, what is the snake? How long do you know history? We're from nowhere. You know how men and Varl were made? The Loom Mutter, the other gods? In the First Great War, the armies of men and Varl hated each other. They fought bitterly for land and dominance. Then one of the gods created the Dredge, and they were such a threat that unless men and Varl set aside their differences, they threatened to wipe out both races. So they did. The end of the war pushed the Dredge into the north and formed an alliance that has held ever since. The Second Great War began generations later. The Dredge rallied their forces, defeated the Varl who watched the borders, and laid waste to unsuspecting settlements throughout the world. They were led by Sunder, powerful Dredge warlords and weavers like Bellower. He was there in the Second Great War. Humanity was on the brink of extinction when the inner circle of Menders went forth and finally sent the Sunder and the Dredge deep underground. For the most part, the Dredge haven't tried to return since. Well, until now. Those Menders were called Valka. Juno wasn't there herself, but she's from their bloodline. So, that's the situation. Quite some time before we got to hear all of that. The frame device, the framing for this entire conflict. If I didn't think the world was ending, it would be incredible. What about the snake? The snake is a problem. The snake could be a problem.
Can we get back to the subject that started here? So, how does that lead into snakes? Big ones.
There are not a lot of answers about the snake because no one knows what the hell it is. There's nothing in the Mender libraries. The wizard libraries do not have anything on the giant snake.
So I told you the rest of all known history to provide, a bit of a foundation on which to say authoritatively, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
No, everyone is confused.
We know everything else except Big Snake.
There has to be some... Ugh. Stupid giants and their architecture. Speak to Jorindor yourself. Maybe you'll have more luck, or maybe he'll put your head on a spike. Either way, we can't stay. So, there is an option to destroy the bridge. There are a number of ways we can go through this event. We have 4 days of supplies. There's still some supplies in the market, fortunately. We need to make a choice. I think first we're going to go to the Great Hall, but first, I think we're going to take a brief break. I'm going to split recording here. We'll be back in 5 minutes with some tough decisions, and probably quite a few battles.